law, but to clarify it, like to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing, and now you're telling us we should have realized 4 years ago that it was fundamentally and completely illegal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so
going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold. Bitcoin is an international asset.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But of course, you have to do your own research. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pumping. And especially XRP and XLM off of the SEC news. But guys, you have to read into it. And I'm going to go over that later. And then plus, guys, we have stocks moving up. And the only thing we have to do is look at the indicators. But guys, right around this time, when all this news is going on, we have the government moving 9,800 worth of Bitcoin from the Silk Road. And we know they're about to sell. It's about to dump. And then plus, we have Mt. Gox. Now, don't forget to watch the video I did last night. We had Mike Novogratz slip in that we're getting all this good news right when the government wants to sell Bitcoin. So guys, we know the distractions are about to be stepped up because we know that the emerging market is about to flip that switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Guys, do not keep your eye off the go. And speaking of the fourth industrial revolution, we have Ethereum tops the new crypto ESG ranking. And of course, Bitcoin is going to be under attack. Remember, they have to play the Hegelian dialectic. But guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. Dollar, which is down, and we know that is wonderful for markets, but is not going to last long. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Fourth quarter of this year is when the gains begin. Now, we have volume and crypto, of course, is up. We have Tether, USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at 1.7 trillion. Like I stated, guys, we can see where the market is going based on the repo. Do not keep your eye off Janet Yellen. We have Fed now, guys, of course, in a few months. And we know July is the power of 7. So we're getting a lot of news coming in July. And we have Jerome Powell in the house. But guys, don't forget, the central banks are raising rates and run off the balance sheet. So therefore, they can destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale. It's in about $25.2 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have the SEC sues bankrupt Celsius Network and arrests the CEO. And guys, we know this is nothing but a movie. Look how long they took. They could have been did this a long time ago. Remember, the bank man still hasn't been charged. Now, guys, don't forget BNB chain hard fork coming this month. Now, we have Aptos unlocking 32 million tokens. Right now, it's holding steady. But, guys, we'll see when we actually pull back how the token actually will react. Now, we have Coinbase CEO starts poll on whether Bank of America is closing accounts transacting with Coinbase. But, guys, don't forget, Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, is all part of the movie. Remember, his job is to get us over to the fourth industrial revolution. And speaking of the fourth industrial revolution, while the sheep sleep, the NWO builds. We have Elon Musk starting a new AI company to understand the universe. And guys, what they're trying to do is program you to think that you have the power. You will never ever hear the NWO puppets speak of the Most High. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Meta to release commercial AI tools to rival Google and Microsoft's OpenAI. And guys, that's the reason why I tell you it's so important to understand this technology. My people perish from the lack of knowledge, not because it's not there, because they reject it. Get in the lab, because you do not want to fall for the devil's tricks. And then, guys, we have Google Play Store now allows NFT games. Also, we have Telegram Wallet Bot enables in-app payments with Bitcoin, USDT, and TON. And lastly, guys, we have the federal judge Torres rules that XRP is not a security when it's actually sold to retail investors on exchanges, but when it's sold to institutions, it is. And guys, we know from the beginning, when XRP pumped in 2017, they were buying it themselves and giving it to these actual corporations. Well, the average retail investor was buying XRP. Remember, the power in XRP and XLM that it's a protocol to move money. It's a synthetic stablecoin to move something of value. It's an IOU. Guys, you know I've done plenty of videos on it. I think that video has close to 100,000 views when I went over the XLM and XRP is a stablecoin. And also, every time XRP comes out with its quarterly numbers, what do I go over? The leases, guys. Because the fact is, XRP can be leased to these corporations. They don't have to worry about buying it. It gets sent right back. But we have XRP's foundation being built over in the emerging markets. We have XLM being built over in the emerging markets for a reason. It's all done on purpose. So we have XRP, Stellar, Solana, Polygon, Lido, Cardano, all pumping off the news. But remember, guys, the foundation is overseas. The fourth industrial revolution is the goal. This digital transformation is going to be led by the emerging markets. And as we can see, America to Babylon 2.0 is crumbling. So it's no longer about the United States. We're seeing the rise of China, the BRICS nations, and the emerging markets. Places like India are going to thrive in this digital transformation. But we are going to see XRP and XLM pump for a little while, and then it's going to come right back down. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.